beautiful earth angels. Welcome back to daily dose of love for you beautiful souls. So synchronistic. You don't have to, but if any of you saw yesterday's reading, we were talking about channeling through the fairy realms, the fey realms, they're connected to you. And I was like saying about a key with wings. And it was so weird that we said that yesterday, guys, because I was walking this morning through just like my shopping center, local shopping center, and there was like this small business that had set up shop there, and they were selling handmade jewelry. And look at the necklace that was like right forefront and center staring at me is literally a little thing with wings on it, you guys, like we were talking about yesterday. Anyway, so that's why I'm pulling your Angels of Abundance card, because the angels in the Fey realms have been very, very close to you. They've been coming through in the readings, they've been coming through in my reality, they've been coming through everyone's reality. So let's pull you a card out, the Angels of Abundance, and see what message they have for you. You are being assisted by the angelic realms, being divinely aligned. We have a card flying out. Okay, this says, face your financial fears. Okay, let's unpack this. Okay, let's see what the actual message is. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that in fact you have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. Wow, this is a very powerful, strong message coming through, downloading behind these cards, you guys, for you. There's something in an energy being brought through about it, like exposure therapy. It's like, you know, when you do things you're scared of, it's like there's something being brought through about exposure therapy. And why I find that interesting is bottom deck energy, we have take a divinely guided chance. So with this exposure therapy chance, this is about like the unknown, or doing something that's unknown. And you know how it says here, every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. I'm just really picking up an energy of you guys, how maybe like your calling or something you're called or feel passionate about doing, sharing in the world, creating. Maybe it involves you facing particular fears, maybe fears about being perceived, or, we all, and like it says here, every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. So right now, you are being brought through in a very, very successful energy. Remember, time is non-linear, and there's future energies being sent back to this moment about how you took some really big chances or risks to exposure therapy, to do something you were scared of, but that you felt passionate about or called or guided to, and how this actually manifested abundance for you, because this is all about abundance. The Angels of Abundance Oracle says face your financial fears. Well, the message is not really so much of a financial fear, it's more about facing your inner cycles of fear and how they led you to really big financial abundance, right? Like say, for example, you want to be a singer, but you know, you're just at the beginning of that journey and it's really daunting and really scary. And you feel like, you know, we see other people successful and we don't realize they've been through those same doubts too. They've had to also, you know, have that fear of maybe like people they know finding their music online or their account online. I actually saw something the other day as well that said, you know, do what you have to do to feel like you can be your most authentic self. Like if you're starting a business or a channel, the rules are completely yours. If you want to block certain people because you kind of hold this weight of perception of family members or something, just block them, because there's something through your higher selves bringing through. And you know, this is specific, it won't resonate with everyone, but there's something your higher self's bringing through where it's like, you are actually doing something right now, and this isn't something that you have to try. This is something that's going to fatally occur. You are going to step out your comfort zone and you're going to do something that's maybe a bit scary or a bit unknown or a chance, unpromised outcome. And you're doing this and it liberates you, and you actually get guided to a lot of abundance through this. Again, this could be something of a particular path you want to pursue. Like it says about fears of success or failure, you guys have been facing like fears of, you've been facing like subconscious collective programmings about fears of failure, and you know, really bringing love to yourself. This is all about abundance consciousness, you guys. So basically, you're someone who's going to manifest a lot of financial, material, emotional abundance this lifetime. You are creating a lucid dream reality. You are creating a reality from the belief system that you are a co-creator, that our thoughts have influence over matter here, over the actual reality around us here. Our thoughts have influence over the timelines here, but also so do our belief systems. Our belief systems create our programmings of our whole reality. And when it says about fears of failure or these doubts, these are really connected to belief systems. And these are not individual to you. Like they say, everyone goes through these, but you've been placed and planted with this journey. Because I'm also actually tapping into someone who's almost going through this divine witness energy or testimony energy. And I'm tuning into someone in a future timeline where it's like, yeah, you're telling your story, whether this is to friends, family, online, in a book. There's a future energy of you telling your story, and how they're emphasizing the fact that because you had to face certain fears or doubts or step out your comfort zone in certain ways, or, you know, trust in the universe, like that added to your divine testimony of manifestation. You're here to be a living example. And although at points in that path we get dreams and desires that can feel out of our comfort zone, or, you know, we get callings to us from our spirit team or the universe, and we're like, wow, okay, I feel like that's really exciting, but I'm very aware that maybe there's some energies I'm going to have to now maybe look into inside myself in order to follow this path I'm being called to, right? So it's kind of interesting because in the calling to your dreams and your higher timelines, you also liberate and release yourself from the shackles of lower paradigm belief systems, which are conditioned and programmed into us and passed down through generational bloodlines, you guys. So you're going to do something maybe different from the rest of your bloodline, or if you don't do something different, is that you are changing your belief systems, which again expands the limits of what you're capable to manifest, experience, and receive. And so if you're breaking these cycles, i.e. freeing yourself from these chains, and you're only able to do that through having them rose up by certain dreams or passions or callings that you're guided to, then you're actually changing not only your programming, but the programming that's been passed down through generational to generational. So you might be the first one out of your family to maybe make £1 million, or pounds. You might be the first one in your family to create like generational wealth or something about abundance, right? Because you're co-creating this path with your angels. And yeah, so this says all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk. You are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. Yeah, you're ready to follow your new guidance to divine territories. You can feel it cultivating. Even if this is like, we're being guided and reminded by the angels too, like yourself, your path, your journey, and everything here, like growing a business, growing a platform, or pursuing a path, is all very much the same as nature. You know, it's something that grows steady with time, like a beautiful rose bush, you guys, rather than you know, us deciding, right, I want this path and jumping right in, like, you know, this is like more of a longer calling path you felt cultivating up for a long time, that maybe is going to be unfolding, and is unfolding now, no matter what stage you're at. So as you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new, more meaningful opportunities. Some of you are going to be facing your kind of fears in a way that maybe like you are changing your security where you live. Maybe you're deciding to travel for a bit. Maybe you're deciding to start something completely new, like from a fresh slate, a blank slate. There's something being channeled through about risk as well. Those who take the risk is just another word for we don't know, so the unknown. And what happens in the unknown? Pure magic. We can't experience anything new unless we really step into the unknown. Other than that, everything's like a recycled energy in itself, you know? So you're actually creating new energies in your reality, cultivating up to very new experiences. Again, this is on a very inner to outer level because it's all interconnected, you guys. You are creating abundance. You are creating a life of freedom through following that calling, but again, experiencing one and the opposite. So maybe it's that on the pursuit to your freedom, you know, you experience feeling very trapped because you feel trapped because of the things you have to do, maybe a rising deep subconscious fears or something, you know. And it's like in astrology, our biggest wounding is our biggest healer. And you know how oh, what was that coming through just a second ago? Yeah, okay. The ability to experience something lies in your capacity to experience the opposite. So it's like, if you want to become stronger, you actually feel weak first. Who is this? A quote by somebody? Is it Alan Watts or something? I've heard this before. It's like, if you want to become stronger, you actually become weaker, because in becoming stronger, you're working out and you feel weak, you know, lifting stuff. It's like, if you want to become, this is a bit of a vague one in the kind of laws of the dimensional universe, but if you want to become richer, you first become poorer, because in becoming richer, you're saving money, you have less money in the moment. It's kind of like that energy. It's like, to become very courageous, to become very strong, confident, and powerful, you actually feel very weak and unconfident, because in the becoming of becoming that, you are faced with the opposite energy. I hope that makes sense. This really feels like your path. You're taking divinely guided chances and risks divined by your angels that you feel called to. There's something about you facing fears this lifetime, which is liberating yourself and creating of really magical experiences. And yeah, hearing in my head, like, you did this, like, you got yourself there. Again, you guys could tune into future energies a lot as well, 1111. Because we channeled a lot through in this reading about, yeah, through non-linear time, you actually receiving a lot of this abundance, and yeah, your divine testimony. There's something like someone in the future, like I say, you could write a book, do speeches or something. It's like your journey this lifetime is going to be very teaching and very inspiring through what you went through, endured, or overcame from, or created for yourself, or co-created for yourself. So yeah, this is your message. This is your reading, beautiful souls. We get one more card to end out this reading and message. What is this? This says, do the work, and it's a beautiful color, energy, frequencies on here. Playing the guitar as well. Well, all my cards fell off then. So yeah, this could definitely be something creative for some of you guys, putting yourself out there in a creative way. And following those stepping stones as well. Also, on the face your financial fears, remember this was about doing something that was, you know, out of our comfort zone or something. This is trusting the stepping stones as you place on them. So maybe this is facing fears about money, when it's in a sense of not having to be so prepared, trusting the universe that you're always supported in the exact time you need it. You know, a lot of the time we prepare, we want to know that we have things for the future before we actually need them, because it's a trait of the ego to prepare, to feel safe and secure. But you're stepping into the unknown in this kind of ephemeral flow state of co-creation with the universe, where when you need something, it appears in the exact time you need it, you know. And it's like you're stepping on these stepping stones, and as you take the step, the stone appears, you know. You guys are gonna experience things in this life that not many people get to experience, simply because not many people are willing to take that risk, or are confident enough to take that risk. And I think you are, because of the higher truths you know about the universe, or the higher truths you know about the fact you are angelically assisted. You've witnessed that firsthand. You know manifestation's real. You've witnessed that firsthand. You know this is a lucid dream reality simulation. You have witnessed that and had experiences that have showed you that. And so you're able to take risks that not everyone can take, because you've had these experiences of reality and how it operates that not everyone has had. And in that way, you get to be this divine testimony when you get to these beautiful spaces of manifestation, to say, hey, look, trust this path, because, you know, we are co-creators of our journey. So yeah, something about divine testimony. And on this do the work card, it says it's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. So yeah, you're someone who, as well as knowing manifestation is real and thoughts create reality, you know that our belief systems are so intertwined within everything. And that's what you do, you guys. Your angels, your guides, your inner reflection, you have been shifting your belief systems, because you're aware that we are brought the inspiration. Many things are brought to us and we don't have to do anything. Yet the things that we have to do is taking action on our inspiration, taking action on our excitement. And that's not something that is seen as work, right? That's something that is fun to do. But at the same time, when it's taking action on something we feel excited about, yet is connected to certain fears or certain fears we have subconsciously, then that's where the work comes in. So you guys have been building up strength to take action on the things you feel excited about in that moment when they come up, whether they be ideas, things you want to speak, share about into the world or to people around you, or just to create in your reality, you guys. This is that you have been doing the work you need to do so that when you receive this divine guidance, you know, you are able to feel supported and confident in taking those actions. So you are going to be taking some risks this year, or maybe to other people it looks like risk, but to you this is divinely guided and you know it is. And it's also leading you to a lot of abundance through stepping into the unknown and through facing certain fears, maybe about financial fears. Like some of you could invest in something that could seem very daunting, right? Like a big investment, and that could be a financial fear, like making a big long-term investment, or even like quitting a job with savings and then doing something else. Like you guys, you're facing your financial fears this year, and it's going to take you to some really surreal abundant places, and you're literally going to feel lucid. Like you're going to feel like, whoa, even though I had these fears and it was hard to go through that journey, I have been shown this whole time that I was supported the whole time, and I've still ended up in this place, right? That's how your future self feels. So I love you guys so much, and I will see and speak to you all in the next reading. Beautiful Earth Angels. Mwah.